Ever thought about the way you're currently gardening? Could there be a better way to cultivate your favorite plants? Welcome to the captivating world of container gardening, a game changer in the realm of green pursuits. Now, you might ask, what is container gardening? Simply put, it's the cultivation of plants in containers, instead of planting them directly in the ground. Imagine the possibilities: a row of sweet strawberries on your balcony, a fragrant basil plant by your kitchen window, or a colorful array of petunias gracing your patio. Container gardening is not just about flexibility, it's about versatility. Whether you have a sprawling backyard or just a tiny apartment window, container gardening fits. You see, container gardening is not limited by space. It's only bound by your imagination. It allows you to grow a wide variety of plants, including vegetables, herbs, and flowers right where you are. Imagine having your very own green oasis right at home, regardless of space. That's the magic of container gardening. But why container garden? What are the benefits that make it a game changer in the gardening world? Well, let's dive straight into it. First up, we have space optimization. If you're living in a city apartment with just a small balcony or a tiny patio, container gardening is your answer. It allows you to grow an array of vegetables, herbs, and flowers in pots, window boxes, or hanging baskets, turning even the smallest spaces into a lush green haven. Imagine a multi-tiered garden on your balcony with vibrant blooms reaching for the sky. It's like having a mini forest right at your doorstep. Next, we have accessibility. Container gardening brings the joy of gardening to everyone. Elderly folks, individuals with mobility issues, or those of us who find it hard to kneel or bend down, can easily manage a container garden. By placing containers at convenient heights, gardening becomes a breeze, not a chore. Imagine tending to your roses or picking fresh basil for your pasta, all while standing up or sitting comfortably. Now, let's talk about pest management. The ability to move containers around your space gives you a unique advantage. You can optimize sun exposure and airflow, reducing the risk of pest infestations and fungal diseases. Think about it. Less time fighting off pests means more time enjoying your garden and savoring the fruits of your labor. Last, but certainly not least, we have seasonal flexibility. With container gardening, you're no longer at the mercy of the weather. When winter rolls around, you can simply move your containers indoors or to a sheltered area. This allows you to extend your growing season and enjoy fresh produce all year round. Imagine biting into a juicy tomato in the middle of winter, grown right in your living room. Indeed, container gardening is not just a trend, it's an innovation that brings gardening to a whole new level. Now that you know the power of container gardening, it's time to take action. Consider this your call to green action, an invitation to revolutionize your garden and transform your world. So, how do you start? It's simpler than you might think. First, select the right containers. They can be as simple as repurposed buckets or as chic as ceramic pots. The key is to ensure they have adequate drainage to prevent waterlogged roots. Next, choose your plants. From vibrant marigolds to robust rosemary, the options are endless. Remember to consider the plant's growth habits, sunlight requirements, and compatibility with your chosen container. Finally, fill your containers with a high-quality potting mix, plant your chosen flora, and watch your green oasis bloom. Container gardening is not just about growing plants, it's about bringing life, color, and freshness into your everyday world. Remember, every great garden started with a single container. Gardening is not just a hobby, it's a community. This truth rings even louder in the world of container gardening. Each pot, each plant tells a story, your story. And sharing this story, this green love, can inspire countless others to embark on their own gardening adventure. Imagine the joy of a friend harvesting their first homegrown tomato, sparked by your shared experience. Envision the ripple effect as they too share their journey, encouraging even more people to dive into the world of container gardening. Your garden, no matter how small, can become a beacon of inspiration. It can show others that they too can cultivate their own green oasis, no matter their space constraints or physical limitations. By sharing our love for container gardening, we can nurture a thriving community of green thumbs. So don't keep your green love to yourself. Share your green thumb, and together, we can create a world where everyone is a gardener.